In the spring of 2020, the world hit the pause button. The COVID-19 pandemic washed over the globe like a relentless wave, pushing people into their homes, away from society. Places of worship, once bustling with communal life, turned into echoing shells. Religious rites and ceremonies, the lifeblood of faith, were halted abruptly. One such ceremony, baptism, a spiritual safeguard in some religions, was indefinitely delayed. Within the quiet confines of an overlooked rural town, Father Thomas stared at the vacant benches of his church. The atmosphere was heavy, filled with the silence of prayers that went unheard and the reverberations of a once thriving community. His faith was sturdy, yet an unsettling feeling of unease was creeping in, a hint that something was awry. As the world grappled with the virus, another force, ominous and concealed, began to stir. Holy rites neglected, an ancient evil awoke in the shadows, its presence eerily felt. Soon, odd incidents started surfacing. Companions, our pets, started behaving outlandishly. Electronics malfunctioned without reason, and homes developed chilling cold patches. Amidst this chaos, a distressed call disturbed Father Thomas's solitude. It was his old acquaintance, Dr. Elena Martinez, a seasoned psychiatrist. Terror filled her voice as she reached out to the priest, saying, "Thomas, I need your help. An alarming number of patients are coming to me with symptoms beyond the realm of science. This is far out of my depth." As the world battled the virus, a darker tide was rising, unseen. "Thomas, I need your help," she said, her voice trembling. "I'm seeing a surge in cases, patients with symptoms I can't explain scientifically. I fear this is beyond my expertise." Their first case involved a young girl named Sarah. Her behavior was peculiar, perhaps even unsettling. Speaking in unknown languages, demonstrating an inconceivable aversion to sacred items, and displaying strength that belied her delicate frame, she was a conundrum. Father Thomas, a man of faith yet a staunch skeptic of demonic possessions, confronted the situation with an uncanny chill creeping down his spine. His partner, Elena, a woman equipped with extensive medical knowledge, stood beside him at this juncture, teetering between science and the divine. The intersection of their expertise presented them with a complex and peculiar predicament. It was a unique challenge that required an amalgamation of their skills, Elena's medical expertise and theological wisdom. After careful thought, they made a decision. They decided to perform an exorcism, a rite that Thomas hadn't performed in years. In the dimly lit room with the girl restrained, Father Thomas initiated the age-old ritual. An eerie amalgam of Latin prayers and Sarah's disturbing vocalizations pervaded the room. Eleanor, a bystander, grappled with her mind, caught in a contest between reason and instinctual dread. This was a fierce struggle, of war between good and evil. The room was alive in supernatural chaos. Inanimate objects took flight, casting sporadic shadows that danced a macabre ballet on the walls. Despite the turmoil, the first light of dawn brought an unexpected tranquility. The tumultuous night had taken its toll on Sarah, leaving her fatigued. Yet in her sleep, she radiated an aura of liberation, a sign that the demonic possession had been vanquished. She slept, exhausted but freed from the entity that had claimed her. The triumph was fleeting. More instances emerged, each escalating in severity beyond its predecessor. Father Thomas and Dr. Martinez confronted an enigmatic combat that they barely comprehended. A religious void had been created by the shuttered sanctuaries and the lack of holy sacraments, a void that was increasingly with an unfamiliar, wrathful entity. Questions of faith began to plague Father Thomas as he navigated this new reality. Simultaneously, Elena found herself entangled in a crisis of her own, as everything she grasped about the structured world of science spiraled into disorder. This duo was now pinned against a swelling malevolence, an ominous shadow that was slowly and steadily eclipsing their existence. Fearlessly, they braced themselves to confront this encroaching darkness, which held a potent threat to consume their entire world. To be continued.